Anyone else? We can do a real quick Basil Polidor's theme. And it goes a little something like this. Dun 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 bum 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 dun 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 bum 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 bum. Heidi? I don't think it's Heidi. You looking up Polidor's themes? Can you do any Holst? I can't. Like the planets? Goodness. Dabadi, do you know it? Do it, Dabadi. Oh, you recognize it. You recognize it. Incredible Wonder Sloth. Oh, that theme. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. I have to be a little quiet because people are asleep. Bum bum bum. You got it. You got it, Incredible. You got it. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Grant coins. He got it. A very fitting theme. Okay. Actually, pretty impressed. It's a tough one. How'd you guys take so long? That's from 87. 87? 87. It's an old one. Oh, the Back to the Future theme. So that's another one that I'm going to hum at some point. That's another one we're going to try. But I can't try it now, obviously. But it's great. It's fantastic. Oh, baby. Gotta love that Alan Silvestri. Did I mess that up? I messed that up. Oh. Let's see. You know, I did like the new Robocop, which I never thought I would ever be able to say. Kind of talked about this in another stream, but like when I heard that they were doing one, I kind of like my brain kind of freaked out. Yeah, Darklink. Because I was like, okay, I don't understand. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to live in a world where they're remaking Robocop. But I got used to it. I got used to the idea, and then I realized, well, what the heck? There it is. Hey, you got 100. You got your 100 OCP credits. You certainly earned it in the best way I can imagine. Guessing the Robocop theme. Yeah. I dug it. I mean, I went in expecting literally nothing. I kind of was like, look, if it's terrible, I will just pretend it doesn't exist, like I do other movies that don't live up to the movies that they are associated with. And I was like, and if they add anything else, if they add something positive to it, or if it's good at all. It's just another chance to watch RoboCop on the big screen. And you know, I think they did not do what I was afraid of them doing. Since it basically flopped. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess it didn't do that well, maybe. But I just didn't want them to like strip the brain and the heart out of it, and they didn't. They didn't. They really kind of they understood, because the original RoboCop is, believe it or not, a very intelligent film. It's a dark, dark, dark comedy, to me, and a pretty trenchant, pretty biting satire. And they, you know, they kept that. They kept the sense of humor. They kept its brain. And they kept its heart, and they added some stuff that I hadn't seen. So I dug it. Oh, this thing right there. Wasn't too bad. Either Plan 9, the Matrix sequels, or the Star Wars prequels. I couldn't tell you the worst ones for me. I think it's the worst movie you've ever seen. That's a good question. Does this have Luke Skywalker in it? Oh, it does. It does. You plan on the Matrix sequels or the Star Wars prequels. I couldn't tell you the worst ones for me to buddy. You get Robocop motion. Wasn't too bad. Hey, all. Hey, Emerald Alley. Welcome. Everyone gets 10 OCP credits. Hey, Emerald Alley's hosting me. Thank you. The new Ninja Turtles. Finding a way to appreciate, despite my initial aversion to the idea itself, finding a way to appreciate and actually enjoy the RoboCop remake was, it kind of was good practice for the Ninja Turtle reboot, because the Ninja Turtles are near and dear to my heart. But they've been done so many times, it's just kind of like, I don't know. But, it took some getting used to the way they looked, and I'm not sure I'm quite there. But, I did dig that they got the, I think they got the family aspect of it. They got some of the relationships. They got the relationships okay, I think. So I just kind of went there expecting nothing, you know? Evil Bong, the Human Centipede. I try not to... this is lame and no fun, but I try not to speak negatively about about films publicly, because, Ampolev, don't expect anyone to know this one. I don't know. I used to review movies, and I wrote something. I used to review movies, and I was writing for a website, and they asked me to review television too, and I was like, I don't watch a lot of TV. I shouldn't do this. But anyway, I ended up reviewing a TV show. I love the old Ninja Turtles. This one is more like the old Nick cartoons. I love the old Ninja Turtles as well. So I ended up reviewing this show that had this kind of hostess, and I was just reviewing it and kind of being a little, I guess, prickly. And I wait a second, really? That's where I'm supposed to go. There's a new TMNT. Yeah, I know. There's some things I don't like about the new TMNT, but I'm not typing. I might get in trouble. Well, I'm going to bed. All right, see you, DJ. Good night. Have a good one. Yeah. So I was reviewing this TV show, and I just mentioned that the hostess was pretty, but didn't have like. Not at all that that's the most important thing, but I was trying to say something nice, so I was like, she's an attractive lady. But I said something to the effect of she didn't have much of a personality or something, like just some sort of whatever. And she saw it and sent me an email. A very kind, very gracious, very like not taking herself seriously, very having a sense of humor about the whole thing email. But it was kind of like a thing about she just was kind of letting me know that she'd seen it in a very clever, a very kind of kind, self-deprecating way, and I just felt awful. I felt terrible, and I wrote her back this email, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for ever saying anything." I was like, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you're an attractive, professional hostess who makes a fair amount of money in a glamorous television job, and I'm just some dude who writes blogs in his boxers. So you've got that on me, you know? Anyway, and it just kind of went back and forth, and she was very kind and gracious about the whole thing, but it just kind of stuck with me. I was like, there are real people out there on the other side of these things, and films are impossibly hard to make. I mean, they're impossibly... It's one of the most difficult, not life-threatening things that you can do. Was it Olivia Munn? It was not Olivia Munn. I actually can't remember her name anymore. No, I can't remember it. But she was very kind, very funny. People take things a bit rash sometimes. You remember Quantum Leap? Quantum Leap's amazing. Quantum Leap is fantastic. I love Quantum Leap. Scott Bakula all the way. But so anyway, ever since then, I've just kind of been like a little iffy about certainly going overboard being negative. But there was a movie, the only movie, I love that show. Oh yeah, Quantum Leap is amazing. Quantum Leap holds up. I mean, the idea is so great too. The premise is so amazing. I wouldn't mind if they started doing it again, and I wouldn't mind if they started doing it again with Scott Bakula. He's still... What woman was this, Lobro? I wish I could remember her name. I can't. I like really can't remember her name. But she was nice, very nice about my being not nice to her. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know, like, and again, films are really, really, really hard to make. I've been on a very small scale. I've been part of some films, and you have all these talents. You can just there's really no reason to feel bad for criticizing. Well, they're all human beings. We're all human beings. I think Scott Bakula is like 60 now. Yeah, but that'd be amazing. I still think Scott Bakula would be great. Quantum Leap is awesome. He'd be a few steps slower. I think Dean Stockwell might still be around. I was just going about speaking of his movies. Yeah. I actually haven't even seen... This is the thing, is I haven't seen a UA Bowl film. But I will say there was one film that I saw, and I was actually supposed to review it. I was sent to it to possibly review it, and I didn't end up doing it. It was a... Stock was pushing 90. So it finally leapt into a woman. Yeah. There was a film called The Condemned. It had Stone Cold Steve Austin in it. And I nearly walked out of it. It was kind of like something in the vein of like The Running Man. It was like one of those where they get a bunch of criminals and put them on an island and have like a reality show where they try to kill each other. How old are you, Lobro? You seem like you are in my age group. I'm 32. I am in that age group. I'm 35. I had to think about it for a second. But yeah, so I was watching this film, and so they stick a bunch of criminals together. I already said the name of it. I shouldn't have. But they stick a bunch of criminals together on an island, and they, so you've got a bunch of criminals, and my brother made me watch it. Saw some was the only movie I came close to walking out on. I turned 30 on Wednesday. Congratulations, Old Alley. Almost walked out of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Interesting. And I was watching this movie, and like I get it. I mean, they had all these criminals together on this island, and they needed a way to show that one criminal was worse than the other criminals. And so what they did was they had him